January 1st, 2025, Ohio. For most, the new year begins with reflection, resolutions, and a quiet sense of optimism about what lies ahead. A chance to leave old problems and old relationship drama behind. But on this night, old acquaintances were not forgotten. In fact, one showed up to a New Year's party armed with a .40 caliber handgun.
County 9, address of emergency.
That's Road, Ceremony, Ohio.
All right, tell me exactly what happened.
Somebody just got shot on my front porch.
All right. Give me 1 second here, and I'll go and get them
They're
started
bleeding
that way.
all over my house. Please.
Okay, I'm getting started that way.
All right. Come here. First, I got you. Hey, come here. Who are you calling? Who are you calling, Liz? Hey, don't do that.
All right, and can you just confirm that address for me to make sure I have that right?
That's right.
I am started out that way. And are you with the patient now?
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain right now.
And where is the weapon currently?
She's not going to answer you. She did it. What?
Where is the weapon currently?
I have no clue. They drove by and shot. I have the actual bullet.
Yes, I'm sorry. And how old are they?
Hey, how are you, buddy? How are you? 29.
All right, and just so you know, these questions aren't slowing down the paramedics. I already have them sorted out that way.
All right.
Is he awake?
He's awake. He's in a lot of pain.
Okay, is he breathing? Right. And when did this happen?
Like 20 seconds before I called you.
Okay. And is the assailant still nearby?
I have no clue. I don't know. Do you know what they were driving? He was sitting on the porch smoking a cigarette, and he.
Is there any serious bleeding?
No, it's probably internal. He was shot in the abdomen.
When officers arrived, they found a man who had been attending a New Year's party shot in the abdomen while sitting on the front porch. He was later identified as Daniel Johnson. Daniel was taken to a local hospital where he underwent emergency surgery. Witnesses reported that a woman driving a Jeep pulled into the yard, spun the vehicle, and fired multiple rounds at the home, striking Daniel, who was not the intended target. Police interviewed a man at the party who said he believed the shooter was his estranged wife, Olivia, and that he was the target. He explained that Olivia became upset after seeing her husband and boyfriend together at the party, where the two men discovered they were both involved with her. Instead of conflict, the men struck up a friendly, respectful conversation, and that didn't sit well with Olivia. According to witnesses, Olivia demanded that her husband leave. When he refused, she left the party early. Just before 5 a.m., investigators say Olivia returned, swung her vehicle around, and opened fire at the house. Police did not have to look very far for the suspected shooter. Just down the road, Olivia's SUV had crashed into a utility pole. She was treated at a local hospital for relatively minor injuries before being taken to the local police department for questioning. At this point, Olivia is unaware she's been implicated in the shooting and suspects she's here about the vehicle crash.
All right. Before we talk, I have to advise you of your Miranda warning, okay? You know, make a double copy.
I need 2-sided copies.
Yeah, that's what I need, one of those.
Oh, those must be the first ones that were run. I need 2-sided. Here you go.
So, right now you have the right to remain silent, okay? Anything you say can will be used against you in the court of law, okay? You have the right to talk to the lawyer, have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questionings if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand your rights? Okay. I need you to circle that, put initial there, sign, and date. Okay. Let me ask you first of all, do you know why you're here? You don't have a clue.
I mean, I was in an accident and they did blood work and I got an OBI at the hospital.
Okay, but beyond that, you have no clue?
No.
Okay.
No, just the wreck and stuff.
Okay. Was anybody in the car with you?
No.
Nobody was in the car?
No.
What happened when you got out of the
me.
car?
The neighbor that I wrecked into, like, the house,
Okay.
or not in the house, but near the house, she had got out, made sure I was okay. I was trying to find my phone so I could call my mom. She was calling the cops, and then the cops showed up, and then the ambulance showed up, and then that was about it at that scene.
Okay. Do you know Corey and Zach? How do you know them?
Zach,
Mm-hmm.
that's my husband. And Corey is my ex-boyfriend.
Spell your first name for me.
Olivia. And then my last name Clen.
CLEN
Denen.
DEN. Corey is your ex-boyfriend?
Mhm.
How long you been seeing him?
Met him back in summer of 2022.
Okay. When's the last time you saw him?
Yesterday morning.
Where'd you see him at?
I took him home.
From where?
Me and him were going to go see Christmas lights in Middletown.
Okay. When's the last time you saw your husband?
Last night at around maybe 7, 8 p.m. He came by my house, my parents' home. We're legally married, but we're separated
Where's your parents live?
in Franklin.
Okay. So you was with Corey yesterday
Morning, yes.
morning.
Mhm.
What time did you go to the Christmas lights?
Well, we were going to go right at 6.
Okay.
And so it was about the evening of the day, but we got in a huge fight,
Okay.
really bad fight, so I took him home.
This was last night.
Mhm.
Did you drive or he drive?
He drove.
Okay.
He was driving.
What were you fighting over?
His friends. His friend, his name is Zach Brown and Zach Cox. Those are the guys we were fighting over
Why were you fighting over them?
because they don't like me and they don't want me involved with him because we have issues. We fight a lot. We don't get along a lot, me and Corey. So they're going to do what it takes to try to split us up. So they called him and said that I was going to dinner with my husband over the weekend.
Did you go to dinner with him?
I did, yes. But me and Corey had been split up for 3 weeks, but we were trying to work things out, trying to see if we could make it work. And, me be with him, get divorced with Zach. And we were together one day. It didn't even go well.
Okay. Were them two friends?
No,
When did they become friends?
yesterday, because
What happened?
of the Zach Brown and Zach Cox, they all kind of just started like bullying me, manipulating me, treating me bad, and then they wanted to be friends and then go out and party and harass me, send me pictures of them out partying, telling me they were doing cocaine and all kinds of crazy stuff, and I just couldn't take it, so I said then you guys need to both block my number.
That pissed you off?
It upset me, it hurt my feelings
How
that they were
much
hanging out.
back and forth were you guys doing?
Not much. They just kind of, picking at me like, oh, we're doing this now. And I was just like, okay. I was with my family. Like, I was like, okay. I'm like, just block my number because I don't want to hear about it. I don't care. Have fun. I kept telling them both, have fun. I said, you both hate each other. Maybe you guys can be good friends. Good job. Like, move on. Leave me alone. I kept telling them both. Leave me alone. And then, after I was with my family, my brother and his girlfriend, I went to my husband's mother, my mother-in-law.
Okay.
And
How long was you there?
Probably like, I'm not sure exactly what time I got there, maybe around 12 or 1. And I was there till like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Me and her were together. I was just talking to her, trying to explain to her, like, I don't have nobody, like, I don't know who else to turn to. My friends hate me because of the men I choose. And I'm like, the men I choose, we're not getting along. So, like, I have nobody. So I went over to her house to talk to her. And she was there for me and comforted me. And we just...
Where'd she live?
Carlisle.
Okay. Where was you coming from when you crashed the car?
Around the circle of Dearth. So 123, because I knew my husband was hanging out with my ex-boyfriend.
Where at?
At my ex-boyfriend's house in Springboro.
Okay.
Off of 123 and Widener 741. And I literally just left my mother-in-law's home. And
Where's Corey live?
In Springboro.
Is that the house you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
And okay, so this is his house. He has like a house like on this road right here.
Okay.
And there's a road that cuts like this.
Okay.
And I just wanted to drive by the top of the hill just to see if my husband was still there before I went home. I didn't see his car. Kept on going. And I tried to call him. He wasn't answering. And I kept telling him, please call me. Please talk to me. He would not talk to me. And I was just in a rage. I was ready to get home. And that's when I ran into that guardrail.
What was you in a rage about?
He won't talk to me. My husband.
Did you call him when you got in the crash?
Yeah, I did. Because I tried to call him beforehand multiple times. He wouldn't answer. But then he picks up after. And I'm like, I just wrecked my car because of you. Where are you at?
But you knew where he was at. You saw his car, right?
Yeah, no, his car wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
I just kind of drove by it, just see if he was still there, being with him, whatever. And he wasn't. So I was like, whatever. And I kept trying to call him, see where he was. He wouldn't answer. I wrecked my car, my mother's car, and then I called him again. He finally picks up, and I'm like, where are you?
Where did he say he was at?
And he didn't answer me. And I'm like, Zach, I just got in a wreck. Like, I could be hurt. And he didn't care. I was like, whatever. So I hung up on him.
So you were in a rage. You were pretty pissed at him.
Yeah, because my ex-boyfriend and my husband, who
pissed at both of them.
were separated, are together hanging out, bullying me, but they hate each other. It wasn't fair to me, and I tried to tell them both that. Leave me alone. And neither one would do that.
So when you left your mother-in-law's house, how long did it take you to get back over there?
Oh, it's probably a 7-8 minute drive. It's not very far. I went up 123 down the long side of Dearth, cut through, because here's his house on this road. You just kind of drive by the top of the hill. You can kind of glimpse over, see kind of cars parked in the driveway. I didn't see no black Kia, so I just kept on going through McLean, and then I wrecked on the end of McLean. Because I was just so mad. I'm like, he's not there. He's not answering. Where is he at? Like, I was so confused. I had a little bit to drink. I just wanted to talk to my husband.
How much did you have to drink?
I had a couple shots of whiskey.
Just 2?
Probably 3.
So whiskey.
And I had and I let them take like blood tests from me at the hospital and all that, and I agreed to do that and whatnot. I didn't care at all. I wanted to be with him. I told him that. He didn't want to be with me. I'm sorry. It really upsets me. He knows I love him, and he knows the stuff I've been
just
through.
for Corey? Or?
Yeah, but I have to get rid of Corey. There's a whole, Corey has his own house right now. Me and Zach are married, separated. We both live with our parents. Corey was keeping my dog.
Okay.
But we split up, so I took my dog out of the equation, so we didn't have ties cut to me, like anymore. It was no more ties.
So you tell me you're pretty pissed at both of them.
Yeah, and
last night.
More Zach.
When you left the house.
More Zach, yes, because I wanted to be with him. I wanted to see him. He still wasn't picking up. I drove by Corey's house. His car was not in the driveway. So I'm like, where's he at? And that's when I started really like getting pissed. Like, oh my God, like I just need to get home. Like I'm so mad right now because I was going to start calling my husband off of my mother's phone. So I was trying to get home. I'm like, I'm going to call him from my mom's phone. I know he'll answer that phone call. And then still didn't answer. Rhett called him. He finally answered. And I was like, okay, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Did you ever pass the house?
Which one? The Corey's?
Yeah.
Just on the top of the hill, off where Dearth meets McLean. It's like this, and then the house is like this on a hill.
Okay.
I drove right. I was looking over for that black Kia. Didn't see a black Kia. I was like, whatever. That's all I want to see is that black Kia. It wasn't there.
Okay. You ever fired a gun?
At like gun shows, I've fired a gun, but not like for fun or whatever.
Do you have one? Do you own one?
No, I sure don't. I do not.
There would be no reason one would be in your car?
No, I do not have a gun in my car.
Okay.
At all. I've never had a gun in one of my vehicles at all, ever.
Yeah, see, I'm not believing what you're telling me. This whole story.
What do you mean?
There was someone shot tonight.
Like Zach or Corey?
No, not Zach or Corey. And there was a gun found outside of your car with a magazine and round at the crash. Either you're lying to me or you know somebody was with you that did something stupid. And you're going to be just as guilty if that's the truth if you don't tell us what really happened that night. I know you're lying to me. And I know you know what happened. All the pieces fit. Right?
Right.
You know somebody got shot, didn't you?
I did not know someone actually got shot. No.
Then tell me what happened.
Okay.
And I don't want no more lying.
I was with my mother-in-law,
Okay?
and we were hanging out, upset, like I said.
Drinking
My
whiskey.
husband.
You were irate.
I was actually drinking, yes, I was drinking the whiskey. She was drinking like some orange juice and whatever. And when I tried to go to Corey's house to get Zachary, my husband, I got in a huge fight, absolutely huge fight. And
With who?
with Corey.
Okay.
Because he condoned all of that. I said, you're playing him, you're not trying to be his friend, whatever, you're just trying to cause all this drama and whatnot. So he blamed his friends. He Jared Pennycamp, who goes by Jay,
Okay.
and Daniel, a guy named Daniel.
Okay.
And I'm like,
So to see now you're starting to tell me the truth, right?
Yes, correct. So,
See? Okay.
yep,
We're going to
yep,
stay on the truth line, right?
correct. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Because it's not going to be good if you don't tell me the truth.
Okay. No, I'm ready.
Down to
I'll tell you the truth. I was a little tipsy, but I do know what happened, sir.
Okay. What happened?
So, me and Corey got into it real bad. He was trying to have sex with me, condoned to have sex with me at his house when I went there to get my husband.
Oh, so you did stop there.
Yeah, this was earlier, yes. And he was like trying to touch me, and I'm like, no, stop, like, cool it
So
now.
you were there partying with this
No,
group?
no, I did not stay there and party at all. I went there specifically to get my husband out of the home.
Okay.
Because I knew drugs were involved, and I'm like, no, stay away from that shit.
Okay.
And Corey started blaming Jared, Daniel. Like, they do this, they put me in these predicaments, blah, 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 blah. And then they started getting kind of a little rowdy, the men, and Corey gave me that gun. That gun was Corey.
For what?
To kind of scare him.
Okay, then what happened?
Well, when I started to leave, they was fucking talking shit, running after my mom's car, freaking me out. Shot it.
You shot it.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Who'd you shoot?
I just shot at the house. Literally, just the house. I did not know anybody had gotten hit.
Where was your car? Mom's
Nothing
car
like
at?
that. We're getting out of the driveway of my mom's Jeep.
So it was parked in the driveway.
Yeah, because I had stopped there to try to get my husband to make him leave with me.
How many times did you shoot?
Twice.
Shot twice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't really shoot guns. It's not my type of thing. I didn't know what I was doing, and I did not aim at anybody personally at all.
Okay.
And the gun was given to me by Corey. Corey said, "Here, just take this."
I don't care
Scare
who
him
gave
off.
you the gun. You pulled
Scare
the
him
trigger,
off.
am I right?
Right.
To scare somebody.
Yeah. Right.
And you ended up shooting somebody.
That's horrible. I swear I didn't know that. I did not know anybody got shot.
But you know you shot towards the house.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Towards the garage area. His house is set up like this, front porch, garage. I shot right towards that garage area. I did not know anybody was had gotten hit. I did not know that.
Daniel was shot
Daniel?
in the abdomen. Is on life support right now because you shot him. What would made you do that?
Rage and nerves, just not thinking, being stupid, just everybody in my face, yelling at me, harassing me, bullying me. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I should not have had that gun. I should not have went there. I should have left Corey and Zach alone. I cannot believe that someone actually got shot and is on fucking life support because of my fucking stupid actions right now. I can't honestly believe that. Did they say his survival chance or anything for Daniel?
I don't know that yet.
Right.
Did you know Daniel?
Not really, no.
So he's never did nothing to you.
Just that he was friends with men I knew and stuff. And
that's why he shot. You were pissed off.
The wrong person. And Daniel is fucking paying for it because I'm a dumbass. Yep. And I was close friends with Daniel, but I knew of Daniel. We hung around him a couple times. He was a couple grades older than me in high school. I knew of him. We weren't close, but I know who Daniel is. I swear I did not know anybody was hit.
But you didn't even stop to check on anybody.
No,
you just fired You fired the two. You did what?
2 shots and I just skirted off.
How fast were you driving to get away?
I honestly have no idea. 40, 50.
Where was you going to go?
Home.
Which is?
On Beale Road.
Okay.
About 5-minute drive. 5-minute drive from Corey's.
Okay.
From 123 to Beale. And that was my goal. I just wanted to get home. Wanted to get out of the situation. They didn't antagonize me enough, and
how did you get the gun again?
Corey.
It
was Corey's gun.
Okay, where did you get it from?
He handed it to me from his top drawer in his bedroom. He has a dresser right when you walk in. It was in the top middle drawer. There's 3 middle drawers, or 3 top drawers, and it was in the middle.
Was you in the bedroom when he handed it to you?
Correct.
What did he say to you?
He said, "Here, take this. Just scare him off." That's exactly what he said. "Take this, just scare him off." And I was like...
He didn't say, hurt him, nothing like that, shoot at him, just scare him.
Yeah, he just said, just scare him off. Just scare him off. That was the only thing he used. He did not say anything else.
So then you went outside with it in your hand.
And then they started running their mouth, bigger and bigger and bigger,
and you were getting
whatever. I was getting more rage. More rage was building up, and I was like, "Leave me the fuck alone." They were like, "Fuck you, bitch," blah 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 blah. And as I'm leaving, they're like running after, like, "Fuck you, you're a dumb bitch," like all this stuff. And it was just like.
Were you walking away?
No, I was in my car leaving.
Okay.
And going, and I was just, and they fucking whatever, and I was just like, "Leave me the fuck alone," and then drove off.
You was in the driveway.
Yeah, going onto the road, up the hill. It's like a hill. I was going straight up that hill.
Was there anybody sitting on the porch?
Not that I seen.
Everybody seen it.
No, it was just Daniel, some guy I didn't even recognize,
okay,
and my husband that I had saw outside. I don't know the guy that was there. I honestly have never seen him before. Because Jared and Corey were talking shit too, but they went back in the house. They went back in.
So as you're walking towards your car, you just turn around and go fire?
No, I was in the vehicle. In
the driveway?
Yes, I was in the vehicle, in the driveway as I was leaving. I did not do it outside of the car or anything like that.
Out the passenger side or driver's side?
Driver.
2 shots.
Yeah, and I did not know anybody was hit at all.
Okay.
At all.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Which way was your car facing in the driveway?
Towards the barn.
Towards the barn? And you shot out the drivers?
Because I went like this to get out of the driveway.
Okay.
Shot at the garage area, up the hill and left. Me and my mother-in-law.
So you're in the process of backing up to
to leave. Yep, I was just ready to skirt off and go.
So you get back out, you
kind of like slide. His driveway is a dip, so you kind of like angle it. I was already kind of in that, almost getting in that angle.
Okay.
Pulled out to that angle. My car was facing the hill, and that's when it happened.
Okay. I just needed that clarification. Thank you.
No, you're fine.
Where'd you put the gun after that when you drove off?
My mother-in-law had took it and just threw it in the floor.
Your mother-in-law was with you?
Yes.
So where was she at the crash?
No, she wasn't with me at the crash. She did not want any part about what happened. She had gotten out.
Where'd she get
gotten out. But the gun was still in the car. But when I crashed, I'm assuming the gun flew out the car. But it was still in the seat, like the floor seat of the passenger.
So did your mother-in-law ever get out and confront these?
No.
She stayed in the car. Did she know you had a gun when you got in the car?
Yes. Because she knew Corey gave me the gun. Because I said, Corey just fucking
What did she say about that?
Nothing. She didn't have anything to say. She just did not say
After
anything.
you shot, what happened? What did she say?
Was freaking out. She was screaming, yelling, let me out, let her out.
Where'd she go?
I have no idea.
Where'd you let her out?
I have not have spoke to her since at McLean. The top of the hill. Yep. I'm not sure. I have not spoke to her since. So.
What's her name?
Is that Zach's mom? That's Zach's mom.
Correct.
You live with her?
No. I don't live
Zach
with her,
live?
but Zach lives with her. Yes, correct. Her and her fiance.
Okay. After she gets out of the car, you go to back up, you swing the car around, you fire 2 shots.
Or she dropped her off at the top of the hill.
Yeah, she drives up, she tells you, I want out of the car.
Yes.
She gets out.
And then I
She
started.
was not involved in that crash.
Nope, not one bit. The crash was me alone, 100%.
Okay. Why was the driver's side door open?
The driver.
And the passenger?
Because I couldn't get to my phone. My phone had fell over on the passenger side, and I tried from the outside to open the passenger door. The door, it wouldn't open. So I had to get from the driver's side to open the passenger door, to open that door just to get my phone, because it had fell between the door and the seat, because I was trying to call my mom, because the neighbor had already said, I'm going to call the cops, it's okay, sweetie, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, thank you. I said, I'm just trying to find my phone so I can call my mother.
Okay. Can you walk on that without those?
No. My right foot is the only thing that really bothers me. I can't put too much weight on it once I stand up.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
Not right now, no.
Okay, well, right now you're going to be placed under arrest. You understand that?
I do.
You're going to go to jail.
Okay.
Okay?
Do you want her to write a statement?
Will you write us a statement?
Yeah, I can do that.
You can write as many as you want.
There's more
Let's
pages
see
here.
if you need it. I'm going to go step out. Can you stay?
Yep.
Days later, 28-year-old Olivia Clendenin, a dance instructor at a local dance school for children, was arraigned on charges of attempted murder, felonious assault, improperly discharging a firearm at or into a habitation, improperly handling firearms in a motor vehicle, and a misdemeanor count of using weapons while intoxicated. Bail was set at $200,000 with no option to pay 10% to secure release. This was not her first brush with the law. She was arrested in 2020 on drug-related charges. In February 2026, Olivia was convicted of attempted murder, 2 counts of felonious assault, and the illegal discharge of a firearm at a habitation with firearm specifications. During sentencing, the victim and his mother addressed the court. Both claimed Olivia had never offered a genuine apology.
Because of one person's rage that she admitted to feeling, nothing is the same, and I don't think it ever will be. She has not shown one bit of remorse or concern for the man she shot instead of the ones that she wanted to shoot.
What happened that day didn't just end when the incident was over, it has stayed with me. Olivia has not shown any level of respect to myself or my family. I have not received an apology in any form or fashion.
Just before the sentence was handed down, Olivia was given the opportunity to speak directly to the victim and the court. It was a chance to ask for leniency, reflect on what happened, and show remorse. Here's what she said.
Honor, I respect this court and where it stands. I would just like to say that I care deeply about my family, my friends, my business, and those who rely on me in this world. I take great pride in the impact that I've had on my community and the children that I coach and that I basically raise them with their parents. And I will continue to do so moving forward. And to Daniel, I am very, very glad that he is well after a difficult time he has been through. And I truly hope that he has a great future, and I wish him nothing but the best in his future. Thank you.
All right.
It is up to the Johnson family to decide whether that statement is sufficient as an apology. What isn't in dispute is the sentencing outcome. Olivia Clendenin was later sentenced to a term of 16 to 20 years in prison. For Daniel Johnson, the physical and emotional effects of the shooting did not end when the gunfire stopped. And for everyone involved, what began as a New Year's gathering became a dividing line between life before and life after. Moments of anger can pass in seconds. The consequences can last decades.